Hello everyone. Today we're going to see about legal aspects of insurance contract. A contract is an agreement between parties enforceable at law. When two parties involved in an agreement, when that agreement enforceable under law, when the law accepts the particular agreement, then that agreement becomes a contract. So whenever two or more parties involved in a contract is supposed to follow all the rules and regulations come under Indian Contract Act 1872. So whoever involved in a contract in India, they're supposed to follow this. So insurance policy also subject to this. Under insurance policy, there are two parties involved in a contract. One is insurers, that is the company, insurance company, and the other is the policy holder, insured. So insurer and insured, they involve in the agreement. When that agreement enforceable by law, it becomes a contract, insurance contract. So under insurance contract also, they're supposed to follow, govern Indian Contract Act 1872. So these are the major legal aspects of insurance contract: proposal, acceptance, consideration, competency to contract, consensus ad item, lawful object. We can go through one by one. Proposal. When one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything, that is called a proposal or offer. So one person signifies his willingness to another, then we can call that one as a proposal or offer. The person who make the proposal or offer, he is called promisor. For example, insurance company, they propose number of insurance policies to the general public or specific group of individual. So the particular insurance company we can call proposer. Then second one, acceptance. A person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto. The proposal is said to be accepted. When a person make a proposal to whom the proposal is made, when that person accepts that proposal, we call that one as a acceptance. So the person who accepts a proposal, we can call him as a promisee. For example, insured. When an insurance company make an offer, when a public accept that offer, we can call them as a promisee. So a proposal when accepted becomes a promise. Third one, consideration. Consideration is nothing but something in return. When two or more persons involved in a contract, they are promising to do something or not to do something. So for that act, what they are getting in return, that is called consideration. For an insurance company, they promise to pay certain amount on happening or not happening of certain thing. So for that, they get premium amount from the insured. So for an insurance company, that premium amount we can call as consideration. At the same time, insured. The person who insured, he pay premiums and he gives certain promises as per act. If certain event happen or not happen, they claim amount from the insurance company. That amount, that claim amount, maturity amount is consideration for them. So simply consideration is the price for which the promise of the other is bought. Then fourth, competency to contract. Every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority according to the law. You know, the person who attained the age of 18 years, they eligible. But it's subject to certain conditions. The particular person, even though he attained the age of majority, they should be in sound mind. They should be mentally okay. They should not be disqualified by any aspects under the law. Because under the Indian Contract Act, the minors, they are not competent to contract. At the same time, certain persons, for example, the person having unsound mind, lunatic, they are unable to involve in a contract. So the Indian Contract Act defines who are not eligible to involve in a contract. So the competent person should not come under that. So the person other than that, they eligible to involve in a contract. So this thing applicable to insurance contract also. Then fifth one, consensus ad item. So two or more persons are said to consent when they agree upon same thing in same sense. So when two persons involved in a contract, they come to an agreement regarding certain aspects. So they have to accept that in the same way, in the same sense. So here, even both the insurance company and the policy holder must agree on the same thing in the same sense. This consensus, we call it free when it not caused by the following reasons. When the consensus caused by the following reasons, we can't make a valid contract. First one is coercion. When two persons involved in a contract, maybe any one person threaten other person to involve in a contract. So one person threaten another person to commit a contract. Then second one, undue influence. Some person, they're holding powers. They are in a big position in the society. They misuse the power. They take advantage of power to compel someone to involve in a contract. It's undue influence. Third one, fraud. Intention to deceive or cheat. So when someone make something with the intention to deceive, that also come under this category. Then misrepresentation. Misrepresentation is about false or inaccurate statements about facts in the contract. When two or more persons involved in a contract, it contains a lot of information regarding that. So when they make some false aspects or misleading statements, it is called misrepresentation. Finally, mistake. Mistake is not a purposeful one. Ignorance of fact or ignorance of law. It may be the one party or both the party. So a lot of things follow based on that. So under these four to five situations, we can call the contract not okay under the law. Then finally, lawful object. So lawful object, the consideration or object of an agreement must still lawful. Whenever you involve in a contract, for what consideration you are involving in a contract. So what is the object of the contract? It should be lawful. That means the law accept. So under the following circumstances, the consideration or object of an agreement is unlawful. First one, contract forbidden by law. The law itself, it not allow for certain kind of contract. So when our contract come under this category, so it is unlawful. Second one, contract is of such nature that if permitted, it would defeat the provision of any law. If the contract happens, it may defeat the provision of any law. Then it also unlawful. Then third one, any contract involves or implies injury to a person or property of another. When two or more persons, they making contract to make injury to someone or to make damage to someone's property, personal belongings, it is also unlawful. Then fourth one, immoral and opposed to public policy. Any contract the court declares immoral or opposed to public policy, it also unlawful. So under these four circumstances, we can call any contract is unlawful. So under the Indian Contract Act, the insurance contract when you do, we have to think about all these things. It should be lawful object and lawful considerations. So these are the 6 major legal aspects of insurance contract. I hope you understood. Thank you.